2 here. We are at Mid-Michigan Motorplex in Stanton, Michigan. Day 2 will drop the hammer. Day 2, drop the hammer. All right, guys, we should have some great live streaming today as well, too. We've made some adjustments overnight, so we should be good today. You guys should enjoy this one. Day 2, drop the hammer. We are in Mid-Michigan Motorplex today. Looks like a great day. Looks like the rain's going to hold out for us today. Had some good standings last night. We got Steve Morrison first and Jimmer Klein in second as of yesterday. All right, guys, day 2. Drop the hammer. We're at Mid-Michigan Motorplex, Stanton, Michigan. Like he shook the tires pretty hard on that pass. So, guys, we're just getting started here. Day 2 of Drop the Hammer. Everybody's just getting in line here. We're getting warmed up. Everybody's getting ready to lay down some good time trial runs. So let's see if Steve Morris can hold it together today and see if he can run down his first place that he laid down yesterday. Looks like we got a little track time here, a little cleaning up. So today, guys, we want to thank Mid-Michigan Motorplex, Stanton, Michigan, for allowing us to be up in the tower here today to do some live streaming for you guys. Looks like it's going to be a great day. Weather's going to be nice. There's a lot of adjustments being made last night at the hotel. So I think these guys are going to be ready to lay down some pretty good passes today. We'll see if Brian Acton and Jay Stedman can come back for their 545 again. Guys, they ran so good yesterday, them too, that you can definitely tell that these guys are definitely veterans of the sport. Those guys ran so good yesterday. And Jay, Man, I tell you, he is a keyboard genius. That guy just kept coming around there yesterday. Ryan would run, and they would get really close to that 545. They'd be 546, and Jay just was not giving up. They were pounding on that keyboard, and by the end of the day, they dialed her right in there. Jay had it at a 545. Them guys are first place in there, so he's running good. First place with the big dogs, we got Steve Morris, Jimmer Klein, Aiden Bailey, and Tom Bailey. Bailey's, we're saying that was the fastest pass that they've made for themselves yesterday, so that's interesting to know. Nice little run there. Got Brian Visser here with the Mustang. This is a really neat car, guys. This car, he can get in it and drive it to work every day if he wants to. This was a really, really cool car. So we got Tom Bailey back in the property today. We got Aiden Bailey back on the property. We've got Steve Morris back on the property. We didn't do too many internal damages last night. There's been a couple cars that we heard that kind of got our group text last night that we've lost a couple due to some catastrophic failure issues, but for the most part, everybody's here. Steve Morris laid a really nice 4-6 pass yesterday, and then he came back out for a second pass and shook the tires and broke a battery. Talking with Kyle last night, they had to replace the battery and some main red wire, and then they were back up and running, and they got to the hotel kind of late last night. You definitely knew when Steve rolled in, everybody probably felt like a freight train was running through our hotel. All right, looks like we got Roger coming up here in the right lane. Mr. Sleep Doctor, and he is a sponsor of this event. Great pass. Put her right down in there. All right, guys, as I said earlier, day 2 will drop the hammer here, Mid-Michigan Motorplex. And then tonight, after we get our runs done today and we get the heck out of here, everybody will head back to US 131 Motorsports Park for tomorrow's finish of the event and the awards ceremony. And for the racers and stuff tonight, there's a little get-together for them guys. Ought to be a good time tonight. Kind of sounds like when we're done with this event, from the way it looks on the weather, which we've keeping an eye on today. Hopefully, we're not going to get any rain. And if we do get a little rain, maybe we'll be on our way back. So, talked to Brian Acton and Jay this morning, and they said they have a bottle of Rain-X. So, sure, a lot of these guys will be asking them if they could borrow some. Well, it looked like he kind of wandered the first pass there a little bit, kind of went to floated towards the center of the track. I think he's going to come back out here and try and lay this back down again. Well, that didn't look so good for him, guys. So today we're at day 2. Drop the hammer. Mid-Michigan Motorplex, Stanton, Michigan. All right, guys. Looks like we're going to take a little intermission here for a second. Get some standings from yesterday printed out. Looks like he went 11:47 on that pass. Oof. Yeah, you know they'll be coming back around. He ain't going to turn that slip in by the end of the day. All right, so while we're waiting for him to spray the track with a little more track adhesive here, we've got Corey Hall and John Mayer over in the booth today. We'll give a shout out to them guys. They're over there calling out everybody's names, numbers, and keeping this race running for us. Give a shout out to Hard Target Images. They're out here doing some sweet photos today. Actually, I see Jen right there down on the left of the screen by the starting line. If you look to the where the tree is there and look to the left, there's Jen down there taking some pictures in her yellow shirt. Hard Target Images. Follow them on Facebook. Michigan Critical Power, John Mayer. Yesterday was John Mayer's birthday, everybody. So if you want to say happy birthday in the chat or whatever, he'll see this. Yeah, everybody, let's wish John a happy birthday. So, guys, Hard Target Images are out there. See them guys standing there at the racetrack there, at the starting line, trying to get them cool wheelie shots for everybody. Guys, let me know if you are having problems with this connection today. I think we've got our internet issue all figured out. And I think we got our cameras issues figured out. So today ought to be a good day. Good weather, good racing event. We only lost a couple cars. Not all of them are dead. And good old Mark with the land donkey there. He had to forfeit the rest of the race. He had some issues going on yesterday. All right, guys, so here I've got some standings from yesterday. I'll quick read through while we've got a minute here. So we got Steve Morris yesterday. He was in first place with a 4.76. Jimmer Klein, we have him at a 5.05 with the 66 GTO. We got Aiden Bailey with the 57 wagon. Aiden is running right there in the third spot. 513. Tom Bailey with a 516 following up behind his son there. And these guys were saying last night at the hotel, them were some of their fastest passes. So that's pretty good to hear. So maybe today they can really lay her down. Then we got Rosberger with the 95 Chevy Camaro, the blue one. We actually just seen him shake the tires here. He went a 450 yesterday, so I'm sure he's going to be coming back around to turn in a slip. And then in our 545 index, Brian Acton with the Nova. He went 545 on the nose. Roger Wardell, 545. He went 546. So Brian Acton, 545, and then Roger followed him 546. So them guys are right on their heels with each other, and them two guys hang out a lot. They both work with each other's cars and follow each other around. So, we'll be interested to see where them two come in together today. Then we got Vance with that really cool black Cadillac. Vance laid down a 578 yesterday, and guys, I don't know if you've ever watched this car, but this car is so impressive, and it's so cool, and it's definitely fast. So, yep, we got Vance. He laid down a really good pass yesterday. Looking pretty good there. Then we've got right behind their Vance with the Cadillac, we got Brian Visser following up in his Mustang there, that patina one we just seen with a 617. John Romo's with the Ford Fairlane, that white one there that has the cool Thunderbolt hood on it, 661. Joey T. Jinks, 97 S10, the green colored one. He broke and he's out. Tony McDowell, 640 index class here. We got Tony McDowell, 67 C10, that mint green one. He went a 641 on a 640 class. Then we have Ashley Jones following up behind him. 96 Camaro, that red one there. Laid down a 644. Devin Kickstra, 89 Mustang, the convertible one there with the roll cage. It's a pretty neat car. 640 index class. He went 645. Kyle Mallory, 1968 International. That old patina International truck. And guys, this truck is so cool. If you actually can see this truck in person, you would see how cool and how much cool workmanship is in this thing. Anyway, we got him with a 648. He ran really hard yesterday, and we followed him for a while yesterday on the cruise too. And I'll tell you, this is a really fun, cool truck to watch go down the road. And then we've got him followed up. We got Ken Johnson. He's got the 79 blue Camaro with the black front end on it there. 649 and a 640 class. We got him followed up, Gary Stansel, which Carl's brother there. He's got the orange S10. Actually pulled a wheelie yesterday, I see, and posted it on his picture. So we got him. He ran a 656. Got Casey Banner following up behind him with that 64 Red Nova. This thing sounds so just sick. This car, it is really pissed off. But his car ran a 683. Then we got Warren Hurt. He has a 1970 Chevelle, that silver one. He won a 732. Carl Stansel, Carl's dad, senior, 749. Dale Matthews with the 79 Ford Mustang, 767 yesterday. Ben Piper with the S10, the purple one. He went in 805 yesterday is what he turned in. And I'm hoping that these guys can pick that truck up a little bit. I did hang out with them a little last night at the hotel, and it seemed that they had some issues they were working on. I noticed that they were out there trying to work on some stuff and seen some water laying on the ground and seen the laptops out. And so it didn't look good. So I'm hoping these guys run a little faster today, and I hope they get this thing running good because it'll be interesting to see. Then we got Dan Mason there. He's got that 2004 Dodge Ram, that green one there. He went in 807. I think he just bought that car. So let's see. Justin. Oh, yeah. Okay. Guys, we got some track issues going on. I guess the track's down right now. So while we're still running through this with the track being down, we'll keep running along here for yesterday's standings. So back to dial your own again. We had Hunter Eggert with the 62 Ford Falcon, the blue colored one. He went in 831 yesterday. Dan Fouts got a cool little Chevy truck built by Curlis Auto Repair. Anybody that knows Chris Curlis knows that he has a kit for these trucks. So if you actually have a Chevy truck and you want a Torque Storm, which Scotty owns, and Scotty's a friend of ours too and been around for many years, Torque Storm Superchargers, they've also are a sponsor of this event, but Chris Curlis Auto Repairs will put one of them on your truck for you. And he does a really good job with it. So Dan got one of them put on his truck, and he did a dial yesterday of an 819. And then it looks like we have Holden had a 92 Typhoon yesterday, a white one, a little S10 turboed one. And it looks like he broke yesterday, so he's out of it. We got Kenneth Graff. He has a 2010 Ford Expedition, a blue-colored one. He laid down a 1022. And, guys, these are all eighth mile. Just so you know, this isn't quarter mile. This is all eighth mile stuff. So, Justin Hema, 1970 Chevelle, white. Yesterday, he laid down a 704. Randy Hema, 70 C10, the blue-colored one there. He laid down an 805. We have Chris Keplinger, the 92 Typhoon, orange one. He laid down a 768 yesterday. Then we have Seth Roma. Seth's driving a really cool 64 Chevy Bel Air Patina, black-colored one. Seth laid down a 752 yesterday. Kyle Mallory with the 68 International. He laid down a 648. Dale Matthews, 1993 Camaro, black one. He did a 901 yesterday. John Pranger, 68 Nova, the white one. John laid down a 796 yesterday. Then we got Gage Stansel. He's got that Trans Am, white one, or a black one there. He laid down a 820 yesterday. Got Doug Wyatt with the 2002 Ford Mustang. Laid down a 924. Jacob Youngblood with the really cool S10 that's got the 6.0 swap in it. That's a C10, a white one, excuse me. He laid down an 822. Then we have Pat Goodall. I don't know if you guys paid attention to the live stream yesterday. Towards the end of the race yesterday, we had Pat Goodall and then, Tim Kateris. And we had Corey Hall and John Mayer taking bets on these two, and they kept running rounds. I think those two were having a great time yesterday. I think they probably ran 10, 13 rounds between the two of them back and forth, but they were having a good time. But anyways, we have Pat Goodall. He ran a 767 yesterday. Luke Van Allen, 1989 Chevy Camaro, a black one. He went 651. Dennis Hill, he has a newer 2006 Chevy Corvette, gray colored one. He went 722. Ryan Johnson, he's got a little maroon Ford Ranger. We actually followed this guy yesterday too. We followed him on the Drop the Hammer tour yesterday. And we had a little fun kind of following them guys around, but he laid down a nice 730 pass. That looked like a good pass for him yesterday. Then we have Luke West yesterday. He's following her up right behind there, and he's got that 95 Camaro, that orange-colored one with the black hood on it. He laid down a 649. Tom Liss with the white Tahoe, kind of a cool truck. Don't really have a time for him. I think he kind of left before he turned in a slip, so we don't really have anything for him. Then we got Tim Kateras, which I was just telling you about him and old Pat Goodall yesterday with their racing their Corvettes, which we'll probably see another head-to-head match for those two today. Tim laid down a 777. Chris Curlis. We do not have a time on Chris Curlis. He has a no turn-in. Trevor Sluss with the Dodge Dart. The green one has a turn in. He 10-3. So those are your standings yesterday. So here we got the top ones. You got Steve Morris, first place, Jim Klein, second place, Aiden Bailey, third, Tom Bailey, fourth, And Clark in the Camaro following them up right behind that. Then in the 545 index, you got Acton, Brian Acton, Roger Waddell, Vance Cooper, and Brian Visser for the top four. 640 class, Tom McDowell, Ashley Jones, Devin Keekstra, and Kyle Mallory, top four. Dial your own. Those are all over the place because they're all different ones. So it looks like the top one we have would be Pat Goodall with a 767. And then we have Carl Stansel with a 749 and Warren Hurt with a 732. Today was a great day of racing. A lot of good passes. Some of the big dogs laid down some really fast passes. And if you're just joining in, last night we were talking to Tom Bailey and them and Hayden last night at the hotel, and they were actually telling us that was one of their fast passes that they personal best. So that's a really good thing to hear from them guys because they were pretty fast yesterday. I mean, you're looking through this and you look down at these times that they're turning in. I mean, Aiden Bailey yesterday on it. I mean, this is an 8th mile track with a 513 at 136. That's a pretty quick pass. And then you got Tom Bailey calling him up. His dad right behind him with a 516. I mean, they're neck and neck. Got Jimmer Klein, he's right in front of them with a 505. And then you got Steve Morris. Steve Morris out here runs one pass yesterday, runs a 476 with a 47652. Comes back out, shakes the tires, breaks a battery. Talking to his son yesterday, Kyle texting back and forth, and Kyle was telling me, he says, yeah, we broke a battery. He shook the tires so hard at that car, it broke the battery. So they got the battery fixed last night. They were ripping into it as we all left the hotel and peeled out and got on the cruise yesterday. Guys, looks like we got Brian Visser here. Brian Visser, he turned in a 617 yesterday, so he's going to be trying to chase that 545 index, so I'm sure he's going to be trying to put some power to her today. No good. That didn't look good for Brian. He shut her down there real early. Not a good thing. I'm sure he'll get back there and start smashing on his keyboard. He'll get her figured out by the end of the day. Yesterday was a great day. Had some good racing. Laid down some good times. Everybody had a great time. The hotel was a blast last night. Looks like we got Clark Rosensteger coming up here in the right lane with that Camaro that he's got. Yesterday he turned in a time slip on a 556. So he's running a little bit behind there, the Morris and Bailey and Jimmer Klein. So let's see what Clark today if he can get in there in that 5, get out of that 5 range and get down there in that 4 range, get up here with these bigger dogs. So Clark laid down a 556 yesterday, but he's going to need a little bit faster than that to stay up there with these guys. So guys, once again, I don't know what's going on today. I'm not too sure, but it seems this track is actually having some technical difficulties today as well. Not too sure what's going on up here, but we had a few technical difficulties yesterday. I think right now they're going to push Clark's car back here out of the sun. I think Brian Visser's sitting at the end of the track down there. I'm not too take a second there to catch up with Brian. Guys will run down there. They'll get Brian off the track there. Get back to racing here. So, guys, if you're following along, I appreciate you along with 616 Racing Channel on YouTube. I appreciate you following us. If you have not subscribed, please just smash the subscribe button. Follow along with us. We're going to have lots more of these racing events. We're going to head out and meet up with Woody out at Salone Otagon Raceway this summer yet, and we're gonna do a few live events out there as well. Some guys are real good out there too. So if you guys are out here and you're hanging out and you don't have nothing to do in the summertime, and kids love it, it's a good sport. And these guys are all good guys. Support your local tracks. Get out there. I mean, we've got Milan, we've got US 131, we've got Otagon, we've got Mid Michigan. I mean, there's so many tracks around here. Get out there and support your tracks. Keep the sport rolling. Looks like we got a good wind today. This flag's flying on here a little bit. So we got a nice breeze going. Nice sunny day out there. Hopefully we keep that rain out of here. Kept hearing about that rain yesterday, and we don't really need that to come into our play today. And so today, once we're done with the racing, then everybody will get another route, and we will head back to Grand Rapids, to Martin, Michigan, to the US 131 Motorsports Park. We'll head back there for tomorrow, and we'll finish up, drop the hammer for the third day tomorrow. And we'll be doing some award ceremony. Got a little head-to-head racing going to happen over there. I hear that Jim Klein is thinking he'd like to race Steve Morris. I mean, I don't know if we can maybe instigate that a little bit, but I think we maybe be able to pull something off there. But I know Jimmer's got a whole lot of nitrous, and I know he wouldn't be afraid to line up against that wagon. So, all right, guys, we got Brian off the track, and we got Clark. Clark's warming him up. We're going to see if he can lay down a better pass than he did yesterday. We need to get Clark. He did a 5.56 yesterday, and he's a long way off because in this class we've got Steve Morris. He's holding on to this with a 5.62, followed by Jimmer Klein there on a 5.05. So it's like Clark's getting a little out of the groove there. Line him back up. Well, looks like he maybe wants to move over in that lane a little bit. Last pass out, he kind of walked a little bit towards the center. Not too sure what happened there, but like he got a little crazy. All right, let's see if we can get Clark under that mark. 5.56 or better. Nice pass. That was a good pass. Didn't wander on him. Like Clark laid down a 5.54 there. All right, we got Brian Acton. And we got Vance Cooper. This is that Cadillac I was just telling you guys about. This Cadillac is super, super cool. And boy, I'll tell you what, it's super fast too. This car is no joke. Brian Acton yesterday, 5.45. Brian Acton laid down a 5.45 yesterday. Top in his class. 6.97 Vance Cooper. 5.95. So it looks like they're going to probably go at it again. They're acting is going to dial her down probably a little bit more and try to chase that 5.45 again. I see Jay already adjusting his glasses down there. The keyboard wizard. He'll dial her right back in there today, and he'll stay right in the lead. Guys are veterans to this sport. Like he laid down a 5.3 there. So guys, we're on day 2. Drop the hammer. Mid-Michigan, Motorplex. Stanton, Michigan. Stanton, Michigan, a beautiful track, guys. Got a nice breeze today. Mid-Michigan, very nice people. Actually let 616 Racing Channel up in the Sky Tower here. We're up in the really nice clubhouse that they have for all their executives where the big Top Fuel racers come and they hang out up here with their families in the nice air-conditioned area today. And, man, look at our live stream today. We've got some good footage of this today. Looks like we've got a 531 that he laid down there. I see that there on the screen. So today, after we're done here, guys, we're going to head back down to Mid-Michigan Motorplex. We're going to get out of here today, and then we'll be back to 131 U.S. Motorsports Park tomorrow morning. Back to racing there, and we'll finish out the day and have the award ceremony. And tonight, after the race, we're guys, sorry about that. We bleeped out there for a second. I think they got some power issues going here too as well today. Man, this is 2 days in a row this is going on. This is crazy. I think they got it figured out here though. So as they get everybody around here in the staging lanes here. All right, sounds like we're going to get some cars rolling. What's going on with this power glitches at these tracks the last 2 days? Tom Bailey yesterday laid down his personal best, he told us last night at the hotel. He laid down a 5:16 at 138.63 miles an hour yesterday. Let's see what Tom comes up today with. See if he can come up any faster. I think he was on the road by 1 o'clock. So let's see if he does another one and done today. Yesterday, personal best, 5:68. Bumping them in. Nice pass from Tom Bailey. Like that was a little slow, 5:23. All right, guys, we got Steve Morris coming up next. So give me a second here, and we'll get that up and running. But Jaden, can you bring my laptop up here, please? I have to get on YouTube. Or you can't find it. Live feed. Okay. All right, guys, looks like we got Roger. Roger coming up here in the right lane. Roger did real well yesterday. He's in the 545 index class. He went a 546, right behind Brian Acton with a 545. So let's see if Brian can hold Roger off here. These two are friends and kind of built these Novas after one another. So see if these two can battle it out today. So 545 index, we got Roger with a 546 and Brian Acton with a 545. So here we go. Let's get Roger out here and let's see if he can catch up to Brian and Jay. Roger Wardell laid down a 546 yesterday on a 545 index class. Five 543. Okay, guys, we got Steve Morris here. He's going to try to see what he can lay down here at this track. 476 yesterday for him. First place winner right now. He's your current leader. Got Jimmer Klein knocking on his back door. See Kyle Morris there lining him up. Oh, got a little crazy there towards the bottom end, but like he laid her down there pretty good. That pass for Steve, guys, was a 500, 165. All right, guys, we got a little intermission going on here a minute. Steve Morris laid down a 500, 160, 166.54. A little bit off from what he was yesterday. Yesterday, Steve was 476. So he had a 476 yesterday, and now we're at a 500. So Steve's probably going to want to come back around. He's probably going to want to put some more numbers down today. Guys, we're at Mid-Michigan, Motorplex, Stanton, Michigan today. Day 2 of Drop the Hammer. Like that gentleman right there in the red shirt walking the middle there of the lane. Track official here. He led us up in the tower. Gave us the keys and told 616 Reno, you guys want some good footage, go up there and film. So he gave us the keys today, and we want to thank him for that. All right, guys, got Clark back out here again. Clark laid down a 5.56 yesterday. He's looking for a good pass. Been crazy wandering with that thing this morning. Just wanted to move it over to that side of the lane. I don't know if he's having problems trying to keep that thing straight or what. Well, that didn't sound too good. .602. Didn't sound too good. Sounded like he had a backfire there towards the bottom of the van. 602. So that ain't no good for Clark. So hopefully he didn't break anything. He'll want to get him back up. I'm sure he's going to want to come back around and lay another pass, and I'm sure Steve Morris is going to want to do the same thing. See these guys lay down some pretty fast passes. You want to come out today? Could be a spectator. $20 general admission. You can come out and hang out, watch the cars, take some pictures. I see Tom Bailey there walking the track. Must be getting ready to line Aiden up. Tom Bailey taking a gander there. I think he's looking for a place to plant that 57 Chevy wagon of Aiden Bailey's. Aiden Bailey yesterday, guys. Laid down a personal best, he said, at the hotel yesterday. 5:13, he said. He said that was his personal best. We got their personal best that dropped the hammer. So 5:13 for Aiden yesterday. Let's see what they can do today. This is 5:13, so. All right, guys, let's see if Aiden Bailey can lay down a faster than 5:13 run here. Well, don't look like he did too good on that pass. Shook tires and let out of it. Laid down a 5.84, but I'm sure he's going to want to come back around after what he ran yesterday of a 5.16. All right, guys, looks like we got Clark. I knew he was going to come back around. Clark's trying to lay down a pass, boy. He's trying to get a fast pass. He wants to be up there with these big dogs. Bailey and them guys. Clark ran a 5.56 yesterday, and I 531 for the white Camaro. Sleep Doctor. He is also a sponsor of this. Roger's looking for anything faster than a 546. He's trying to get down there with Acton at 545. $547. That's a little off from where he was yesterday. He was 546. Got Acton here. He was 545 yesterday on a 545 index. Jay and Brian, these two are a team here, boy. These guys they've got it figured out. See if they can stay on that 545 index. They might just hit a 545, hand in their slip, hook their trailer up, and hook and book. $546, Brian Acton. So we got 546 for Acton again. I know he laid down a 545 yesterday, so I'm sure that you'll see keyboard wizard Jay. He'll go right back there to his keyboard and start pouncing on it like he did yesterday, and he'll be on a 545. Keep an eye on it. Sure, we'll see Roger come back around too. Okay. All right, guys, sounds like we got some racing underway here. All right, guys, I hear some cars coming up underneath the floor here, so get some burnouts going here, and then looks like we're going to keep some passes going. Hopefully we can finish up like we did yesterday a little bit. I see Seth over there sitting on the wall, taking some pretty pictures. You look down there, he's the owner, co-owner with his dad there, Grand Valley Towing. If you guys don't know Seth, he's a good kid, been around a long time. One of our area boys. All right, looks like we got Dan Phelps coming up there with that supercharged truck. got a 648 for the S10 and a 627 for the S10. All right, guys, got the link in there in the red Camaro. See what these guys can get for a dial-in time. $735 left lane, $668 on the far right lane there for the red Camaro. All right, we got the red Ford Ranger here. $712 for the left lane, $634 for the right lane for the white Thunderbird. This car here, they in the left lane there, that old gasser. These guys found this car in a junkyard for a couple $100. Put her back together, and here we are. $862 left lane, $731 right lane for the Chevelle. Look like a nice launch for the right lane there for the green truck, $684. $802 for the white Nova in the left lane. Z06 in the right lane, and we got the Mustang convertible with the roll cage in the left lane. $730 for the Corvette, $651 for the Mustang on the left lane. Got the Chevelle in the left lane, the Camaro in the right lane. Camaro in the right lane, 651. The Chevelle with a 707. The Stancil boys here. These are Carl's family members. The S10 in the right lane. White Trans Am in the left lane. Gary Stancil there in the right lane. Staging in. Gary got that left front tire off the ground. Good run for Gary there. Looks like he's got a 674 in the S10 and the white Trans Am and an 818. Two trucks here. We got the other Stancil. Senior Stancil. That's Dad there, boy. He's the boss. Left lane, Ford Ranger Stancil. Got the S10 in the other right lane there, the purple S10. Them guys were having some issues last night at the hotel, so hopefully they got her figured out today. $642 for the purple S10 and $787 for Stancil. Left lane, we got the Lincoln. Right lane, we got the Mustang convertible. This Lincoln is a really cool car, guys. It was fun watching, traveling down the road with them in the cruise last night. Mustang got a good launch there. $647 for the Mustang. Oh, $641, excuse me. $710 for the Lincoln. Right lane, we got the Camaro out of Indiana. Right lane, we got the Camaro out of Indiana. $659 for the red Camaro. Camaro versus Camaro. We got Ken there in the blue one. Pretty cool car. Blue Camaro, left-hand side. Gold Camaro, right-hand lane. Ken looks like he took off really good there. Laid down a 650 to a 653 for the gold Camaro in the right lane. So yesterday, Ken laid down a 649. He'll probably want to come back around. Got the Chevelle in the left lane. Got the green C10 in the right lane. C10 in the right lane. Left lane, 711. Right lane, green truck, 681 for the C10. I was just checking that tape. All right, guys, we got Gary there in the right lane. Gary Stanskill in that little gold S10 with one of our gold up there on the top of it. We got the blue C10 in the left lane there. Gary, make us some good. Let's pull a big wheelie. Gary bumping in, did a wheelie. Didn't look like a good launch like he had last time. He ran 642. We took the blue C10 to a 946 in the left lane. I'm sure Gary's going to come back around again. Got Gary, got Carl Stansel here. Old man dad, Carl, up here at the line. White Nova in the left lane. Who is? Oh, really? In the right lane there with the black Ford Ranger. Is it good in here? The light. All right, guys, we got the Mustang. He's out of Indiana. Left lane. Guy drove this car all the way up here from Indiana to race it. $775 for him today. So that Typhoon went 775 and a 768. So I'm sure we're going to see him come back around again today. Patina International in the left lane, the red Camaro in the right lane. Camaro had a really good launch. Looking good. $575 for the red Camaro, and $864 for the Patina International. Hard target images there on the sidelines, the inside there with the hat on. Them guys go over their fit images. You'll see all the events this weekend from Drop the Hammer. These guys, they go all around. They're not just here for this weekend. They go to all the different events in the area. So hard target images. Make sure you follow them, guys. All right, we got. All right, guys, we're going to take a brief intermission real quick. While these guys are coming back in the staging lanes. All right, guys, so we thank you for tuning in today. 6-1 Racing Channel Live. Please go down and like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, 616 Racing group page. Today, second day of Drop the Hammer. We'll be on to the Hammer Cruise again tonight. We will be headed back down to mid-Michigan. From there to US 131 Motorplex. Drop the Hammer. Tomorrow's the awards presentation. Got some pretty good racers going on here. We got some good point standings. Appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with us the last couple days. Little dead at the moment. think everybody's out there still wrenching on their cars. I know there was a parking lot party last night at the hotel. A few guys were out there doing some last minute preparation. Keeping it rolling. All right, guys, we got the red Camaro. Right lane. He's from Indiana. It's an LT1 motor. $651, right hand side for the red Camaro. He laid down a 644 yesterday, so I'm thinking he's going to probably want to come back and see what he can do for another time slip. Black Camaro or Black Mustang, Indiana in the left lane. Got that Typhoon back around here again. I knew he was ready to rock and roll. I knew he wasn't going to turn in that slip that he wanted. He's trying for a faster pass. Typhoon 722 in the right lane. Black Mustang 844. Black Ford Falcon right lane. Or white Ford Falcon, excuse me. Guys, this is a pretty cool car right here to watch. $630 in the right lane. See if he's happy with that. So once we leave here today, we'll be back on the road, headed back to US 131 Motorsports Park tomorrow for the final day of Drop the Hammer. We'll finish up down there tomorrow. We'll do the awards presentation. So if you got nothing going on, bring the kids. Come on out. $20 admission. Come out, check out the cars, take some pictures. We'll have Tom and Aiden Bailey and Steve Morris and all the guys will be on the track, so you can take pictures with them if you'd like. Get out there and support your local racetracks, guys. Keep this sport alive. All right, well, it looks like we got a minute here. Got to get some cars here in the staging lanes. Hard Target Images down there on the right-hand lane there, standing by the cement wall in the gray shirt. If you see him down there, taking pictures of this weekend's event. Follow them on Facebook. Go over Hard Target Images. See all the cool pictures from this weekend. Today, I'm hoping this rain will hold off because tonight we head back down to Martin, Michigan. After the cruise there, we got a little party to go to tonight for all the drivers and stuff to hang out and a meet and greet. And kind of looking forward to that. I hope the rain holds off. Plus, it isn't going to be a very good adventure if we have to drive in the rain. Even though you got Steve Motors and you got Jimmer Klein and they've got underneath their cars for the road, those guys should be all right. They'd be able to go up probably Silver Lake Sand Dunes with them tires. All right, we got the white Trans Am in the left lane here. 616 Racing sticker there in the bottom right-hand window. Appreciate them guys supporting us. And 11. Gold Camaro right. $655 for the Gold Camaro. Sounds like they're going to get some more cars fired up back here. Right-hand lane, we got the red LT1 Camaro out of Indiana. He's trying to chase down his pass from yesterday. See what he does today, guys. He won, so he'll probably come back around again because he's probably not wanting to turn that in after doing a 644 yesterday. All right, we got the white Trans Am in the left lane, sporting the 616 Racing sticker. We got the Ford Falcon in the far right lane here. Let's see what these guys come up with. Ford Falcon with a 636. The white Trans Am with an 819. Looks like Jimmer Klein is packing up the trailer. Must be going to turn in his slip and head out. So it looks like Jimmer will be on the road here probably right after lunchtime. Hard target images there. Red LT1 Camaro in the right lane. Gasser Falcon in the left lane. And they do a burnout and you see it? It shakes the horse. All right, as we prepare to get these guys launched here. Red Camaro with a 651. Gasser with an 828. Got the green S10 in the right lane.
Good seats, huh?
Okay, guys, we got the green S10 in the right lane there. Gonna bump him in there and see if we can get him run through. That green S10 right there, he's trying to get a 707 was his number that he turned in yesterday, so he's trying to do his best. No, they're running all kinds of them. Got the Ford Falcon there in the right lane again, Ramos. He's chasing that 661. Looks like he went a little faster than he did yesterday. Might have to slow that thing down a little bit. He might not be happy with that slip. I'm sure he'll come back around and turn her back in. Throw some bricks in the back of it, slow her down. Got the mint green C10 right here, Tony McDowell. What a 641 yesterday, turned in a time slip for 641, 105 mile an hour. See what he pulls off here. Look like he spun the tires. He ain't going to be too happy with that one. I'm sure we'll see him come back around. Got the whiting over there in the left lane. John turned in a 796 yesterday, so let's see if we can get him down there a little faster today. Make sure we can keep him right in their range. John's looking to beat a 796. All right, guys, we got Ken there in the left lane, and he just put down a 648. Okay. Ken Johnson had a 649 yesterday, just ran a 648 today, so I'm sure you're going to see him turn in that slip, pack that trailer up, hook her up, and I'm sure he's going to be a hook and book here. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that run. Hard target images down there. Hard target images is hard at work there, taking pictures of today's event. Follow them on their Facebook page and check out all the pictures. Carl Stansko here in the left lane, Black Ford Ranger. Carl's looking to chase down that 749 from yesterday. He's at a 770, so I'm sure he'll be back around. Got the black Mustang out of Indiana in the right lane. Colt Colton's looking for an 868 here. $851 for Colton. He had an 868 yesterday. He's in that 640. Looks like they're going to throw a little track prep down here on the starting line for us. Maybe prevent some tire shaking. So yesterday, standings, Steve Morris was in the lead with that nice 476. And then you had Jimmer Klein with a 505. Aiden Bailey with a 513. Tom Bailey with a 516. And then Clark following them guys up with a 556. 545 index class yesterday, Brian Acton. 545 dead nuts on. Roger Wardell, 546, chasing him. Vance Cooper in the black Cadillac, 578. And Brian Visser right behind him with a 617. So them are your top dogs in the big classes. See how the results fall today after the end of the race here. Got the red Camaro coming back around again. He is chasing that 644 number. Had some good track prep off the line there. Looked like he got a good launch. 636. So he may be happy with that one. We might not see him come back around. Shout out to Corey Hall, John Mayer. All right, guys, we got the Patina International in the right lane. The Ford Gasser Falcon in the left lane. All right, guys, 662 for the Patina International right lane, 877 for the Gasser Ford Falcon in the left lane. So, guys, today we'll be headed back to US 131 Motorsports Park after we're done up here today in Stanton. We're at Mid-Michigan Motorplex today. We'll be headed back on another cruise tonight. Then there's a little get-together tonight for all of the drivers and everyone. Hopefully we can keep this rain to hold off. So tomorrow, We'll be back down 131 US 131 Motorsports Park. Will be our final day tomorrow. Drop the hammer. Like we got Jimmer Klein down there walking the track. This guy's very well known, populated. Jimmer Klein's a very well known guy. A lot of people like him. Owns Go Fast Productions. Great guy. If you don't know him and you need some work done or you need some parts for your race car or roll cage, he does chassis. He gets parts. Jimmer pretty much knows in and outs of everything and every connection under the sun. So if you need anything, reach out to Go Fast Productions. Jimmer is also a sponsor of this event. Great guy. Been around for many years. Go Fast Productions, Wyoming, Michigan. All right, guys, we got this Camaro back out here again. Ashley. Ashley's coming back around again. I think he was not happy with that last number again. He went a 644 yesterday, so I think he's trying to stay somewhere in there. I think he went a little faster than he was supposed to today. I think he's trying to stay on his number. 649. All right, guys, we got this Z06 Corvette in the right lane. Kyle Morris down there on the line with his girlfriend. All right, guys, we got a 732 for the Corvette. the track there on the left-hand side. Must be bringing that 57 Chevy station wagon around again of Aiden Bailey. Aiden Bailey 5:13 yesterday, ran his personal best. See Tom Bailey bringing him up to the line there. This is a real cool car, guys. This has actually been rebuilt. This car was in an accident a while back. And, pretty good one, too. But this is a new car here. This is doing pretty good with it. Did a personal best yesterday. 5:13, they were saying at the hotel last night. So Aiden with a 5:13 and his dad with a 5:16. Let's see what he lays down here. Aiden Bailey. Looks like Aiden got a red light there and kind of shook the tires off that thing. Went all over the place. Let out of it with a 578. All right, guys, we got Steve Morris here. Steve Morris came back around. Steve with a 476 yesterday, 175 mile an hour. And yesterday when he shook the tires and got her figured out last night, got to the hotel kind of late. He's here and he's ready to rock and roll. Had a pretty good pass earlier today. This new Boostmaster just got put back together. These guys wrecked this car down a sick week. So this is a whole new car. It's all been repainted. Same car, just different. You know, it's all been repaired. Front right, the front door, rear quarters were cut off. I mean, he kind of revamped it a little bit. Steve did a really good job with it, though, and I'm glad to see that they finally made it out here, and they had time to get her together before Drop the Hammer. All right, guys, let's keep an eye on Steve. Steve with a green light, so he's got a good pass there. It looks like it went down right down through the middle. .498. Had a 476 yesterday. Not too sure if he wants to come back around or not. Got Tim Kateras, left lane. Seth Veroma on the right. The 64 Impala right here, guys, I'm telling you, or this Bel Air, this in the right lane. This car gets down. Keep your eyes on this car. Seth putting her right down through the middle there. Car running good. 700 flat. Tim Kateras with a 773. All right, left lane, we got the Hot Rod Hover Round Hauler. Lincoln Navigator here. Drop the Hammer, number 7. Kenneth Graff in the Expedition. He went a 10:22 yesterday. Pat Goodall. Pat Goodall's tasting a 767. All right, guys, looking like Pat got a good launch there. Pat went a little faster than he was supposed to. He might slow her down, come back around there. All right, guys, we got the S10 here. Jacob Youngblood in the white C10. You went an 822 yesterday. The blue C10, right-hand lane, chased an 805. See what these guys lay down today. Vance Cooper, left-hand lane. That cool Cadillac. Black Camaro in the other lane there, number 24. That's Dale Matthews with that black Camaro. You went a 901. Vance Cooper laying her down that left lane there. 615. All right, guys, he had an 828 in the left lane for the blue C10. Guys, keep your eyes peeled if you're out driving around. Jim McClain just hooked up the trailer, and he is on the road. He did a one and done again today. So that's 2 days in a row for Jim McClain on a one and done. He's headed out of here. Steve Morrison Baileys are probably going to be coming back around. They did not run as good as they did yesterday, so I'm sure they're going to be coming back around. Got the black Camaro on the right lane here. Number 24. 897 for the Camaro. Give a huge shout out to Michigan Critical Power, Pro Finish, Go Fast Productions, Hard Target Images, Sleep Doctor, all these sponsors that were able to pull this thing together for us. Carl Stansko, need him out here. He pulled this thing together. You know, he's been on a lot of these dragon drives, so he's kind of known how these things work. And him and Tom Bailey are kind of in cahoots a little bit as friends. You know, so I'm sure Tom Bailey had a little bit of help behind putting this together with him. You know, giving him ideas and plans, and then Carl's been to so many sick weeks that I think he's got her all figured out. 987 for the Lincoln Navigator there in the left lane. Go hover around hot rod hauler. Carl did a really good job. Sponsors came together. This has been a fun event. Most of the guys will be headed back up out of here. A lot of them have already turned in their time slips, and they are hooking in, and they are ready to get out of here. That silver Trans Am there, 737 yesterday. See what he lays down today. Camaro for Trans Am there, and then you got the Mustang in the right lane. Mustang's chasing a 767 from yesterday. $743 for the silver Trans Am. $1139 for the Mustang. Here we go with Pat Goodall. Tim Gutierrez again. These guys probably did 13 rounds yesterday. We were having a blast watching them. I think they're probably going to do it all over again. All right, here we go. Tim and Pat chasing each other down again. Tim with an 818. Pat with a 753. Got the blue C10 in the left lane. Got that red Camaro again there, Ashley, in the right lane. He must not be happy with the times that he's got, so he's coming back around again. See what he lays down this time. Looks like he got a really good launch that time. 646 for the red Camaro. 937 for the blue C10 in the left lane. Got another blue C10 here in the right lane. Got the silver Chevelle in the right lane. Black Camaro in the left lane. Warren in that Chevelle, he is looking for a 732. Looks like he got a 682. Black Camaro with a 889 in the left lane. The hot rod hover round hauler up here again. It's number 7 of Kenneth Graff. He's looking for a 1022. See Tom Bailey's back out here in the right lane, walking the lane. Got the white C10, Youngblood, silver Trans Am. Youngblood's looking for an 822. And the white C10 in the left lane. Silver Trans Am in the right lane, 743. The white C10 of Young Blood, 833 in the left lane. All right, guys, we got Roger Waddell here in the right lane, Sleep Doctor. He is one of our sponsors. Cool Nova. He is in the 545 index class. Yesterday, he turned in a 546. And I know he's chasing that 545 because we've got Brian Acton and holding that spot, 545. You got Tim Kateras in the left lane here in his black Corvette. He just loves running the rounds with this car. This guy has more fun. Let's see what goes on. Roger bumping in. Will Roger get that 545? 548 for Roger. 944. Tim Kateras in the left lane. Pat Goodall here in the right lane coming up with his white Corvette. Pat Goodall's got a 767 he laid down yesterday for his fast pass. See Tom Bailey out here walking around. I think he's up to something. I think he's walking around checking lanes here. Trying to figure out which lane he needs. Get Aiden's car to go down through there straight. All right, Pat Goodall. He's off the line there. Pat chasing that 767 with a 758. He ran a little faster than he's supposed to. He'll probably want to slow that thing down and come back around. All right, we got this really cool LS powered Ram in the right lane here, bright green one. Dan Mason with that truck. Dan's looking for an 807. Fast pass yesterday, he turned in 807. Let's see what he lays down today. $662 for Dan. $662 for that Dodge. Got this 6-cylinder Dodge Dart here in the left lane. Blue C10 in the right lane. Blue C10 belonging to Randy Haima. He went at 805 yesterday, so I'm thinking he's probably going to want to be real close to that again today here. He's been around a few times already, so let's see what he does today. It's like he run an 817 and an 805 yesterday. He may come back around again. All right, guys, we got Aiden Bailey here. Right lane. Aiden Bailey telling us last night at the hotel he ran his personal best yesterday. He laid down a 513 yesterday at 136. And his dad was right behind him with a 516 at 138. So Aiden's got a little gap on his dad here today. So I think he's trying to make sure he stays in front of dad on this Drop the Hammer event. So let's get Aiden staged here. See Tom backing him in. Tom runs Sick Week. If you guys don't watch Sick Week, maybe you should follow along. Join Sick Week on the internet. You can also join Sick the Mag, and you can stay in touch with all of his events. Tom's got quite a few events. He's got Drag Week and Sick Week and Sick Summer, and there's quite a few drag events he's got going on. Follow along. Hit up Sick Week. Aiden Bailey, stage it. Looked like he got a good one out of that lane. Did a little tire squabble. Lays down a 513. Not real good for a 530. He had a best of 513 yesterday. He's got a 530 to now. I'll probably see them come back around again. All right, guys, we got the Camaro in the left lane, 858. Hot Rod Hover Hauler in the right lane, and he's 1007. Starting to see a lot of people must be turning in their time slips because there's quite a few people over there that are looking up trailers. So I think we got the track today till 3, so we got a couple more hours yet, looks like, here before we get on our road trip back to US 131 Motorsports Park tomorrow. Finish up day 3 of Drop the Hammer. Do a little awards show. Do a little heads up racing. All right, we got Tim Kateras, left lane. Got that sweet mint green C10. Tony McDowell, he's chasing a 641 with that truck. Keep an eye on that right lane. See if he gets that baby down there around that 640 mark, 641 mark. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do that. He spun awful bad off the track there. 676, and he was chasing a 41. Tim Kateras there with an 861. I think Tim and Pat Goodall are just out here having a good time. Speaking of, there's Pat Goodall, right hand lane. Silver Trans Am left hand lane. Always been curious to see what one of these Ram Airs would do against one of them vets. I guess this will be the race we'll get to watch. Oh, that Trans Am lit him up, boy. He spun real hard off the line. Pat Goodall with a good launch with a 790. Silver Trans Am with a 904. LT1 Camaro of Ashley back around again. He's out of Indiana. Ashley's still chasing that 644 number. $650 for Ashley. Chasing that 644. He's a little bit high yet. Not sure if we're going to see him come back around or not. See, some of these guys are packing up. So I hope that rain's holding off. I'm thinking maybe some of these guys are just turning in slips and want to get on the road before the rain comes. I hope the rain's holding off because as soon as we get done here, we'll get our directions on our Drop the Hammer cruise on the way back, our checkpoints. Then we'll be on our road again back to US 131 Motorsport Park for tomorrow. We'll finish her up there tomorrow and do an awards ceremony, a little heads up race. So come on out tomorrow. Got the Camaro, black Camaro on the right lane. The Hot Rod Hover Round Hauler, Lincoln Navigator in the left lane. Camaro with a 901. Lincoln Navigator Hot Rod Hover Round Hauler with a 999. I see some of the cars are packing up. I see Seth is on the road now too. Seth Veroma and the old black Bel Air there. He's packed up, headed out. And McLean's on the road. He's headed out. See, a lot of these guys are already looking like they're just going to turn in a time slip and get out of here before the rain hits, I think. We're going to take a brief intermission real quick while these guys broom down the track. Right, guys, we got the hot rod hauler here again. These guys are trying to get some rounds in to get some numbers so they can get out of here. I just went and took a little peep out into the field there. It's like quite a number of them are already on the road. So keep your eyes peeled. Got Youngblood here in the left lane with his white square body LS truck. Pretty cool truck. It's like Gary Stansel's loading his trailer up. Gonna get that orange S10 loaded up and on the road. So, guys, today we're at Mid-Michigan Motorplex in Stanton, Michigan. Once these guys get done today, we'll get our route information from Julia, get our checkpoints, and then we'll be back on the road again. We'll be headed back down to Martin, US 131 Motorsports Park tomorrow. Finish up the last day, drop the hammer, do a little award show, and then we'll get on with it, do a little heads-up racing afterwards. So tonight, after we leave here and we get on the route, we headed back home. A little party to go to tonight, I guess, for the drivers, a little meet and greet. Got to give a huge shout out, guys, to Corey and John. Corey Hall, John Mayer over there in the booth. Carl Stansel, his daughter, Julia, helping out. This has been a really cool event. They actually didn't plan on having this many cars. Then all of a sudden it just kind of came to boo that, man, there's a lot more people pulling in and showing up than we thought there was going to be. So all said and done yesterday, we had about, I think Corey was telling me, 55 cars. Pretty good turnout. It's the first annual Drop the Hammer. All right, guys, we got Tim Kateras and Pat Goodall again. These guys want to run the wheels off these Corvettes. Yesterday, they did the same thing in the afternoon, started racing together. Wouldn't stop racing until we shut them down. Said, all right, guys, you had enough. Time to get on the cruise. So here they go again. All right, looks like Tim Kateras, 805, Pat Goodall with the 801 in the right lane. Okay, guys, we got the black Camaro in the right lane. Vance Cooper with that really cool Cadillac. Vance Cooper is chasing this 545 index. He laid down a 578 yesterday. Let's see what he does here. $637 for Vance. Young blood here in the white square body LS truck. Young blood, he is chasing that. He's got an 822. See where he's at today. No, he's in the 830 there. 839. Him come back around. So tomorrow, we welcome you guys. Come on out. Hang out at US 131 Motorsports Park tomorrow. Come out and hang out with us. Watch the final day of the race. The award show will be tomorrow. Get to see everybody get their awards. So right now we've got Steve Morris, the standings of yesterday in first place, followed up by Jim Klein in second place. And then you got Aiden Bailey and Tom Bailey right behind them. That's the standings as of yesterday. We'll see how it falls today. 640 index yesterday. We got the 545 index yesterday. We've got Brian Acton, and we've got Brian Acton with a 545. Roger with a 546. Vance Cooper, you just watched him go by in that Cadillac. He had a 578 yesterday. Brian Visser with a 617 with that Patina Mustang. The 640 index yesterday. We had Tony McDowell, that mint green C10 there with a 641. Ashley Jones with that red Camaro. We've seen him come around that LT1 car there. He is running 644. Kevin Keekstra, blue Mustang there that we've seen, the 89 5-liter convertible with the roll cage in it, 645. Kyle Mallory in that International, the green one, 648. Those are your leaders from yesterday in all three classes. We'll see how they fall tonight once we get the results in. Pat Goodall in the left lane. Pat loves to race that car. Looking out in that parking lot out there, it looks like a lot of these guys have turned in their time slips. See a lot of trailers being hooked up. All right, guys. Good amount of these guys are on the road already here. Not too many of them left out there in the parking lot. It's 1 o'clock. Yesterday we were about 2 o'clock before we finally started dying down, but today I'm starting to think that everybody is hooking and booking here. Still have some heavy hitters on the grounds here, though. Still got Tom Bailey. Still got Aiden Bailey. Still got Steve Morris on the grounds here. Those guys are having some bugs to work out today. They laid down some pretty fast passes yesterday. I think they set the bar pretty high for themselves. Now they got to try to set the bar and pick their own bar up, and I think they're having a little difficulty doing it today. It's been a good day. It's been a great weekend for Drop the Hammer. Weather's been pretty decent so far. Knock on wood. See, tonight we got a lane moving in. Hopefully that won't dampen things a little bit because we're supposed to have an after party. Little drivers meet and greet. That'll be fun. on the road. So we will catch you tomorrow. US 131 Motorsports Park. Day 3, final day. Drop the hammer and the awards. Be there. Come out and join us. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow.